the stuff on. Okay. Okay. Entonces, let's see. Es mi favorito. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Paula, you just
See.
excited me. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's see. And it's so funny because this is this is our the time that we usually go back over and review what verbs are. But okay, get out of the way. Bar. There. Okay. Mm, okay, maybe we need to start with okay, los pronombres. Pronombres. There we go. Los pronombres. Okay, let's see. Still not the one. Hold on. That's okay. I have to go search through my stuff. That's okay. No hay problema. Because as you can see, ah, okay. We're getting warmer. Okay. So have you and I talked about sustantivos? Yeah. Have we talked about that yet?
No.
Okay. So you got your pen and your paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how to screenshot on your computer?
Um, no, not on this work. I'm on my work computer.
Okay.
Um, but
No.
I have my cell phone.
Okay. All right. Entonces, vamos a hablar, okay, because it's going to lead into the pronombres.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So the sustantivos, tell me if I'm going too fast because again, it's one of those, it's un cosa repetitivo. It's just something that I usually review over the summertime. Okay, a sustantivo is a noun in inglés.
Oh,
Okay, sustantivo es una persona, un lugar y una cosa. Okay, cosa significa thing, ¿sí?
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Es importante recordar el artículo que viene con el sustantivo. Okay, so it's important. Okay, let me tell her I did send the link. Um, so it's important to remember the article that comes
Mhm.
before, okay? Before the noun, see?
See.
Okay, los artículos son definido y indefinido. Significa definite and indefinite articles, okay? Y también son singulares y plurales, okay?
Hmm.
Los artículos que son definidos es el y la, ¿ok? El,
See.
son el y la. Y significa the, sí, 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 ¿ok? Entonces, um, el coche, la maestra, el pastel, sí, sí, sí,
See.
la persona, sí, ok. Los artículos plurales son los y las, ¿ok? Los libros, los coches, las mesas, las personas son plurales, ¿sí?
See.
Ok. Entonces, la diferencia, ¿ok? Indefinidos, los artículos indefinidos son un y una. Los artículos plurales son unos y unas, ¿sí? Un coche, una mesa, un lápiz, una bicicleta, ¿sí?
Sí,
Indefinidos, plurales, unos libros, unas bicicletas, unos coches, unas mesas, ¿sí?
sí.
Ok. La diferencia entre, okay, baby, everybody is into something today. And that, Mom, I'm at a women's conference. Take the class. Okay, I got y'all. I got y'all. I love y'all and everything. A good review for everybody. See, I'm like, it's verano. It's the summertime. Okay, my break is going to come in agosto. In agosto, yo no enseño. I don't teach all of August, and I don't.
Oh, okay.
And that's because, that's when school starts back up and getting used to the routine and blah, 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 and getting my kids used to routine, blah, blah, blah. So I usually take agosto off. So, okay. So la diferencia, un y una significa a and,
Mhm.
unos y unas significa some. Okay.
Yep.
So, la diferencia entre los artículos definidos y los artículos indefinidos es que los artículos definidos sabemos lo que estamos hablando. So, we know kind of exactly what we're talking about. Hola, tía Cynthia.
Hola a todos.
The girl. Look, we by ourselves, oi. So we are reviewing
Ah, okay.
because Paula hasn't had this with me yet. So we're taking that opportunity for a repaso. See?
Okay. You're escuchando.
Okay. Muy bien. Oh, that means it's breakfast time. Yay. All right. So we know exactly what we're talking about. Por ejemplo, um, using un artículo definido. Can you get me? Can you get me the cake? The cake, el pastel. Can you give me the cake? Which cake? The cake over there next to the refrigerator. Can you get me the cake? See? Because you know exactly which cake we're talking about. See?
Sí,
In best day, instead of, okay, can you give me a piece of cake? What piece of cake? You know what? Yeah, at this point, I don't even care. Just give me a piece of cake, okay? There's like four different cakes over there. It's Thanksgiving. Just give me a piece of cake. I don't care. It's all good. See?
mhm,
Okay. So knowing what you're talking about versus it's a generalization. I'm not really picky about it. See? Okay.
sí,
Entonces, mira, dame los zapatos. Give me the shoes. What shoes? Ooh, the shoes I left up in the front room, up under the couch, like I wasn't supposed to. Those shoes. See? Give me, give me some shoes. What shoes? I don't care. I'm just trying to run outside to the car. See?
sí,
So we know specifically what we want versus, we got a little bit more flexibilidad. See?
sí.
Ok, muy bien. Continuamos. Now you see all these transitions, girl. That all that minutes that I have time. Don't play with it. Okay, here we go. Muy bien. Entonces, here we go. Oh, hold on. The whole page is going to be filled up.
Okay.
Okay, muy bien. Because you just like me, and yeah, I got you. Gender in Spanish is purely a grammatical concept. All nouns have gender, whether they represent people, places, things, or concepts. Gender, el género, is either masculino or femenino, but it does not always mean that the noun is viewed as having masculine or feminine traits. Okay? A la mesa is not a la mesa because it's a girl. See?
Sí.
Okay. Letra B. Nouns for all humans and most animals are assigned grammatical gender based on their sexual gender. The nouns for most objects, things, and concepts have gender based on their word endings.
Mm.
Ooh, ooh. Say, it is unreasonable. And I always tell my Tia Day, and for Tia Day, when she looks at this later, it is unreasonable for you to expect to master the system of gender immediately or to always use the correct article. I will Jack Frost it up on any day of the week. Amen. Okay. Letra D. And disculpe. Nouns that refer to male beings, and almost all nouns that end in O are masculine in gender. El hombre, el hermano, el concepto. See?
Sí.
Nouns that refer to female beings, and almost all nouns that end in A, ION, Z, and D are feminine in gender. La mujer, la hermana, la relación, la empresa y la universidad. ¿Sí?
Sí.
F. Nouns that have other endings that do not refer to either males or females may be masculine or feminine. Their gender must be memorized. El español, la serie, el día, la mano. Okay, short side note, baby, when I went to this class, it was so interesting. I love it when I learn new things. Um, next mm, mm, next week, I will give you a couple of more. If you just put a little box by your notes, I will give
Mhm.
you the ones that my teacher gave us in class. Baby, it did not follow, it did not follow these rules. It followed more the F rule. She was giving us un common nouns that have the opposite article, which was so fascinating. I was Jack frosting that up. It was so funny, seeing the words that she gave us, but they had to do with planets and stuff like that. But I'll make sure to get that to you also. Oh, did you take your picture?
Yes.
You did. Okay, all right, love.
Yes.
Okay, so you've probably noticed that some of our nouns that refer to people, if masculine, end in O and the feminine ends in A. Amigo, amiga,
Mhm.
hijo, hija. See?
Mhm.
For other nouns that refer to people, if the masculine ends in a consonant, then the feminine has a final A. Profesor, profesora. Director, directora. See?
Mhm.
Many other nouns that refer to people have a single form. Gender is indicated by the article. Okay? El estudiante o la estudiante. Think of nowadays people who name their children Taylor, Hunter, such generic names that we're not sure at the time whether they are masculine or feminine until we actually see the child. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
Especially the teachers in the public school systems. They don't know, you know what I'm saying, who the baby is until they see the baby. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I have a student named Seven. Okay. He is a very good student, but I just got a 3-year old that that uh her name is spelled S apostrophe VEN 7. So I would not know if it was a El Estudiante or a La Estudiante. And now that I have both, it is an El Estudiante and a La Estudiante that I have to write about. See?
Sí.
I was all like, okay. So,
Wait. No,
lo siento, lo siento. Oh, let me move us out of the way. There you go.
all right.
Muy bien. Conjugación. Okay. Okay. Lo que ya aprendimos, what we already learned. But that was because we had already learned it. It was a big thing. Okay, all right. ¿Qué es conjugación? Conjugating is changing the verb in order to show who or what is doing the action. See?
Sí.
¿Cuál categoría gramatical necesitas para conjugar? What grammatical category is needed in order to conjugate? We need, or you need, pronouns in order to conjugate. Because, okay, ¿saben ustedes los pronombres? Okay, do you know your pronouns?
Sí.
So we have yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes. Okay? Y mi canción es yo means I, tú means you, él y ella, he and she, usted is formal you, just in case I don't know you, nosotros is we, ellos, ellas means they, ustedes is you, when there's more than one of you, that means y'all, see? These are my Spanish pronouns. We can conjugate verbs now. And these are what you need to know in order to get you started on your conjugación. See?
Sí.
Okay. I'll see if I can move us out of the way so you can take a good picture of that. Let me know when you got your picture because I just put us down.
Got it.
Okay. All right. This is a song that I just sang. And over here is your quadricula. Quadricula. Well, your quadricula is your grid. A
Oh,
quadricula is your grid.
okay.
And I let all our friends know that in our grid, okay, we have one line down, two lines across to make our grid. And in esta sección aquí, okay, we have the yo form. So that means that any word that I put up here, you know, do you remember what yo means?
I.
Uh-huh, very good. That any word that I put up here, that I'm doing it. See?
Okay.
Okay. I am walking. I am eating. I am playing. I am seeing. I am revealing. I am describing. Whatever it is going to be your form and it's going to be up here. See?
Sí.
Okay. So any verb you put here, you are doing the action. Okay. All right. Any verb you put here, he, she, or you formal is doing the action here. Okay. All of these are one person. So this side right here, this left side is singular. See?
Mm-hmm.
So I am one person, you are one person, he is one person, she is one person, and you formal are one person. See?
See.
Okay. But when we go over here to the right side, okay, this section right here is everybody and I, okay, which means that this is we.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got
Okay.
me?
See.
That is we. And so any verb that you have up here, it means that we are doing the action. Okay. Okay. This is vosotros, which is the plural in some countries of the to form. We don't use it. My teacher didn't teach it. You will more than likely here run into somebody from Latin America more than you're going to run into somebody from Argentina or Spain. And if you do, they will understand you. Last year and years prior to me working being a full-time teacher at City Academy, I was in Rowan Woods and they and I had um a couple who the mother only spoke Spanish, the father only spoke French. Okay. The mother was from Argentina. Okay. And we were, without using the vosotros, totally able to understand one another. Had another student whose mother was from Spain. It was a separate student whose mother was from Spain. That baby didn't last long. He was quite travioso. He was a little naughty. And so, she was from Spain, and we were able to, understand one another just fine. And I just thought that that was a cool experience. So when I do explain that vosotros is a tense, is valid, but not necessary for you to be understood, is what I want you to understand out of that.
Okay.
Ellas, ellos, ustedes. Okay, this is my N on the end, my N on the end. That's where that comes from. Okay, we know that if there's an N on the end of whatever verb you put here, okay, that N means that more than one person did it. This is the ellas, ellos, ustedes form. Okay, that is the they and you all form. See?
See.
Okay. You want to toma una foto? You want to take your picture?
This camera keep cutting out. Sorry.
Look, you're not bothering me.
Got it.
See.
Whew.
Okay. So this is what I explained to you just a second ago. It is basically the same thing. What is the verb? It's an action word. Um, what's the name of the the object? What is the name of this object in Spanish? Right here is a cuadrícula, a grid. See? Okay. When we fill out our grids, we're going to have a bar right here just for you to put the verb on, okay, and what the verb means, okay. All verbs, we'll talk about that in a second. Anyway, so we're going to have la raíz, the stem, see, and the el final, that is in red, is going to be the ending. El significado is the meaning, see.
See.
Ooh, I did not mean to do that. I apologize. Um, what is a pronombre? A pronombre is a pronoun. And what are the pronombres that we learned? We just discussed those. Okay, so if you want your Photo, you can toma tu foto. You can take your picture.
Got it.
You got it? Ok, muy bien. Continuamos. A ver. Oh. Uh, no, we're not going to do those yet. Those are good. You said, but I'm going to get my picture. Ain't nobody playing. Okay. Hold on. Here's another one for you to take.
Got it.
We were doing, let's see. I do not remember which which one we were doing, but baby, we were doing a story, and I don't remember which story it was that we did that made me get this. But I asked them to give me some, and they was all like, "Oh, I got some. Let's go ahead and do it." And so yeah, we had us a good time making that slide. Okay, let me see. Okay, now let me try it again. Let's see. We did sustantivos. Okay, let's see. Oh, ooh. Mm, let's try. And did. I go, girl. Okay. All right. Verbos regulares. Now, let's talk about verbos regulares. Regular verbs are verbs that follow and are able to follow a pattern. Okay?
Sí.
The verbs that I teach you are not regular verbs. Okay? I'm telling you this because um you'll see when I start showing you the patterns that the verbs that I teach you don't follow the patterns. The reason why I teach you the verbs that I teach you and the way that I teach you, they are high frequency verbs, okay? Which means these are verbs that you're going to use all the time. Okay,
Sí.
these are going to be, we always talk about who we are, where we are, what we have, what we want, where we're going. They're not regular. You got me? When we
Got it.
conjugate them. Okay? Muy bien. Oh, yes. Oh, I love me. Okay, amen. Okay. Okay. So, ¿qué es la definición de un verbo regular? A regular verb is one that follows a predictable conjugation pattern based on its infinitive ending, which is AR, ER, or IR. Regular verbs do not change the stem of a verb. That is important because all of ours that you have learned from me, their stems change. See? Okay. ¿Qué es la raíz? La raíz, okay? The stem del verbo, okay? La raíz, the stem, is the part of the verb that is not the ending, the AR, the ER, or the IR.
Ah,
Por ejemplo, el verbo es dibujar. La raíz es DIBUJ, ¿sí? El final es AR, okay? Did you understand that? So
no.
dibujar is the verb.
Sí.
The stem of the verb is just the DIBUJ part of the verb, see?
Sí. Sí.
The final, the ending, is what we would take off in order to change the verb to show who's doing the action, see?
Sí.
Muy bien. Okay, el verbo es contestar. La raíz de contestar es CONTEST, ¿sí? El final es AR, ¿sí?
Ah, R.
You got me?
Sí.
Temer es el verbo.
Sí.
La raíz de temer es TEM. El final de temer es ER, ¿sí?
Sí.
Prometer. Esteban, prometer, okay, es el verbo, okay, that means to promise, okay. Entonces, la raíz de prometer es Promet, okay. El final de prometer es ER, ¿sí?
Sí,
Describir, describir, to describe. El verbo describir, la raíz de describir es Describ. Okay.
sí.
Um, okay. After this next one, I got something to tell you. Muy bien. El final de describir es IR. Okay. Omitir. Omitir significa to omit. ¿Sí? La raíz de omitir es OMIT. ¿Ok? El final de omitir es IR.
Sí,
¿Cómo va la explicación? Are you okay with the explanation? Does that make sense to you?
claro.
Okay, muy claro como agua, claro como chocolate. ¿Eh? ¿Eh?
Agua.
Agua, okay, okay, okay. All right, muy bien. Un verbo que tiene, don't gonna mess myself up, hold it, put that up at the top. Un verbo que tiene la raíz conectada con el final se llama infinitivos. So, when la raíz and the final is just connected, dibujar, this verb is called the infinitive. Contestar, it's the infinitive. Temer, right here, is the infinitive. Prometer, describir, omitir. These are called the infinitive forms. See?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's like that's like having having the having the Downs flour, okay, before you make the cake. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So the original form before the others are made. You got me?
Sí,
Okay. So, and in English, un infinitivo es la palabra to, is the word to, más plus un verbo. So, to draw, to answer, to fear, to promise, to describe, to omit. Okay? Es lo que es un infinitivo. That's what an infinitivo means in English. See?
sí, sí.
Okay. Okay, how are you on what I said? Is there anything that I can explain better?
No, it just makes a whole lot of sense now.
Okay, because I really hate giving um wrong information. You know what I'm saying? Uh to to my students is yeah, no me gusta. Come on, loading. Did you get mad? Okay, there you go. All right. Okay. So this is just the present tense. Okay. This is just the present tense. Okay. So we have los finales de los verbos que terminan en AR son. Okay. So the endings of the verbs that end in AR, just the verbs that end in AR, the endings will be in the present tense. Okay. O, as, a, amos, an. Let me know when you're ready. See?
Sí,
Okay.
sí.
So we have el
Can
verbo.
can you make that bigger or is that the
I
biggest?
surely can, girl.
Okay.
All you had to do is say the word.
Okay.
Okay. So tenemos el verbo amar. So we have the verb to love. See?
Sí.
Okay, now we know that what I put in rojo is the el final. That's the ending that we're talking about is the AR ending. But the rest of the verb is called la raíz, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I told you in this box, everything that happens in this box, I'm doing it. So this is I love or I am loving. I love or I am loving. Everything that happens in this box, you are doing it. You love or you are loving. Okay. It also means, am I loving? Am I? I'm not sure because you write it the same way. Okay. Amas, you love, you are loving. Are you loving? I'm not sure. Okay. Entonces, ama, he loves, he is loving. Is he loving? Uh-oh. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see. I'm so okay. Okay. Okay, baby. Trust me, I understand how busy folks are. They're like, maestro. Totally understandable. Muy bien. Okay, entonces, muy bien. Okay, amamos, amamos. Okay, that means we love, we are loving. Are we loving? Entonces, aman, they love, or you all love. Okay, entonces, you all are loving, or are you loving? No sabemos. Okay. So that's that verb. Okay. Vamos a continuar.
Sí.
Vamos a continuar con los verbos de ER. Con los verbos de ER. So we're going to talk about ER verbs, verbs that end in ER. So los finales de los verbos que terminan en ER son. So the verb endings that end in ER are o, es, hemos, en. Sí, sí, sí.
Sí.
Romper significa to break. Yo rompo, I break, I am breaking. Am I breaking? Rompes, you break, you are breaking. Are you breaking? Rompe, he breaks, he is breaking. Is he breaking? She and you formal also. Muy bien. Rompemos, we break, we are breaking. Are we breaking? Rompen. They break. They are breaking. Are they breaking? And you all also. See? Okay.
Sí.
Okay. El tercer verbo, okay, es los verbos de IR. IR. Okay. Entonces, este verbo se pronuncia ocurrir. Ocurrir.
Ocurrir.
Ajá. Muy bien. To occur. Okay. Entonces, ocurro, ocurres, ocurre, ocurrimos, ocurren.
Sí.
Okay. The way that they use this verb is going to be like more like gustar. So we'll go over that when we go over gustar. Okay. It's not going to be used kind of like, it won't be used like these two verbs. Okay. It's going to be used more like gustar. And gustar always likes to flip you on your head when you conjugate gustar. So instead of doing that, I'll just show it to you. See?
Sí.
Okay, hold on. If you want una foto.
Got it.
Okay, muy bien. Okay. Now these I will add to, I will go over this next week because we always need a refreshing on gustar. They always ask me about gustar and verbs that we conjugate like gustar. And like I said, ocurrir is going to be one of those. Okay.
Okay.
So on this one, gustar, encantar, and molestar. Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about when I say it's not going to be um, the same. Let's see, a ver, what did I put here? Oh, muy bien. All I did was give you more regular verbs so you can see the regular conjugation in it. So tenemos, we have cantar para, uh-oh, hold on, wait a minute. Throwing off a line, I just need to widen my box right here. Hola, tia Cynthia.
Hola todos.
What did you, qué preparaste para tu comida? ¿Qué preparaste?
Uh, yo preparé un huevos con frijoles,
Oh,
fritos. How you say
oh,
fried fritos?
oh.
Um, y con queso y
Wow.
salsa. I was just kind of giving it
Oh,
to
uh,
doing some stuff. I didn't, yeah.
no se invita, hey, 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 no se invita a comer, ¿ah? ¿Ah? Ok, porque suena muy deliciosa, ¿ah? Ok.
um, a unique I got from the farmer's market.
Ujú. Entonces, yo no sé si tú, ajá.
Oh.
Yo compré
Wait a minute, hold it.
última semana
Ajá,
at farmer's market.
sí.
Um, they say it's garlic scapes.
Oh, parece mucho cebolla,
See, not cebolla, it's garlic, more
ajo,
garlic,
ajo.
ajo.
Ujú.
Uh, it's the shoots from when the garlic starts to sprout. They,
Oh,
they clip them.
ajá.
Garlic is considered, if you pull the whole plant out, you have a bulb on the end of it,
Sí,
but it's still technically green.
sí.
So these are delicious. Cut them up and put them in my eggs, and I use these today. Uh,
Yo nunca he visto eso. I've never seen that ever.
yeah.
How they say, I was today years old.
Well,
But,
yeah,
uh-huh.
um, they really are very good.
Wow. ¿Cómo se dice en español? They are very good. Yeah.
Uh, Ellas son deliciosos.
Sí, ellos son muy deliciosos. Muy bien. Wow. Gracias para compartir. Yo aprendí algo. I learned something today. Amen. Wow. Okay.
So go and get you some.
Yeah.
If you can find them, you probably won't be able to find them
Yo no creo.
unless you go to the farmer's market.
Sí, pero yo no sé exactamente dónde está. Tú tienes que llevarme o darme la dirección.
In Ferguson.
Ah, en Ferguson. Ok, entonces tú y yo tenemos que hablar. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh darn it. Show. There we go. I like how I always say show the video panel, Paula, and then get mad because it's in my way. Okay. Tres más verbos regulares, okay, son cantar, creer y sufrir. Okay. So, ¿tú sabes las palabras? Do you know those words?
Um, no,
No? Okay.
I did not know Kentar was to sing.
Cantar significa to
Kentar.
sing.
Yeah.
Ajá. Una persona, una persona que canta es es un o una cantante. Es un o una cantante, ¿sí?
Sí.
¿Ok? Pero yo canto. No muy bueno, pero yo canto, ¿sí? ¿Ok? ¿Tú cantas, Paula? ¿Tú cantas? ¿Tú cantas? Sí, muy
Sí.
bueno o como yo, como yo.
Depends on who you ask.
Yo entiendo. ¿Ok? Canta. ¿Piensas piensas que Aviana canta muy buena?
Sí.
Sí, ella canta muy buena. ¿Ok? Tú y yo cantamos muy bien, depende de la persona, ¿sí? ¿Ok? Y los chicos en mi clase cantan frecuentemente. ¿Me entienden when I was saying that in español? Was that okay? Did you understand what I was saying? Sí.
Sí, sí.
Okay, muy bien. Entonces, creer significa to think, to believe. Okay. Porque tú puedes pensar en algo. You can think, okay, about something, but to believe in something es algo un poquito más intenso, en mi opinión, okay. Por ejemplo, yo
Ah,
creo, yo creo en Dios, okay.
sí,
En Dios significa en God, ¿sí? Okay.
sí,
Yo no sé que tú crees en Dios. Yo sé que mi hija cree en Dios, ¿sí?
sí,
Todas las personas en mi familia creemos en Dios, ¿sí?
sí.
Yo no sé si ellos creen en Dios. Yo sí, pero yo no sé si ellos creen, ¿sí? En Dios. ¿Entiendes o no entiendes? You understand?
Mm,
Más o menos.
Más o menos, it's more of just trying to think of how you were using it versus not understanding the
So, so I
more of the content, not the how to use it. So I was trying to figure out what the words were on the end of what you were saying versus not knowing how to use the verb.
got you. I believe in God. Do you believe in God? My daughter believes in God.
Okay.
Everyone in my house believes in God. I'm not sure if they believe in God.
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿Ok?
Ujú.
Muy bien. Ok. Los finales de los verbos que terminen en IR vamos a usar sufrir. Sufrir es un verbo regular. To suffer. ¿Sí?
Sí,
Ok. Yo sufro de asma. So I suffer from asthma. Okay. ¿Tú sufres de asma? Tú
no,
no. Tú no sufres de asma. So
sí,
you don't
sí,
suffer from asthma. ¿Sí?
sí.
¿Tu hija sufre de asma? ¿Tu hija sufre de asma?
No.
No, Aviana no sufre de asma. ¿Sí?
Ujú.
Sí. Um, hmm. So we can say, I'm trying to think of something we suffer from. Um, but we could say, sufrimos. Oh, okay. Sufrimos mucho cuando perdimos uh, nuestros abuelos. So we suffer a lot when we lose our grandparents. See?
Sí,
Okay. Entonces, sufren. Ellos sufren de falta de comida. So they suffered from not having enough food. See?
sí,
Sí. Okay. ¿Está claro? Bueno,
claro, claro.
y- okay. So, let's see. Yo voy a. Entonces, hold it. Did you get your?
Oh, I did. There you go. Sí,
Okay. Okay. Now let's see. So then I made, come on, Lorena, what we're going to take down? Let's take this, move over. Let's take that down. Let's see. Okay. I will not traumatize you. I need you to chew on regular verbs for a second, but I wanted this. There you go. So I sent this out. So what I will do, I think what I'll do is make a copy and then share the copy with you guys. And no, because that means that everyone, nope, I'll probably have to send it through Google Classroom again because Google Classroom will make you guys have your own copies. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be able to edit the document basically yourselves. You know what I'm saying?
sí.
And then uh and then you can practice what it is that we talked about. Todos los verbos son um, regulares y los verbos de AR. ¿Tú sabes lo que es hablar? You know what hablar is?
Speak.
Sí, y odiar.
Mm.
Girl, hate.
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 Oh,
Uh-huh. Llorar.
orar. Orar.
Uh-huh. Llorar.
No, 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 no,
No.
no.
To cry.
Okay.
Bailar.
No.
To dance.
Oh, I should know that
It's
one. To explain.
mm-mm,
That
that
was a guess. That was a guess. I don't know.
this is explicar. That's to explain.
Right.
Esto
Oh, oh yeah, student. Or
yep.
to study.
Yes,
Student or to study.
muy bien. Viajar.
To go.
Yep, to travel.
To
To
travel.
travel. And we learned amar means to love.
Amar. Amar.
Mhm. Besar means to that now remember we use this almost every week because Esteban can't keep his lips off of that dang on that dang on Maria every time he get close to her.
To kiss.
Okay, muy bien. Okay, we did to explain, and you remember buscar?
To look for.
Muy bien, muy bien. Now, how are you on the entendido, the understanding of our cuento that we do on the weekends? How clear are you on Clyde?
Um, you mean like the story in and of
Yep,
itself?
yep, the storyline. See.
Um, I missed the whole last month, so I'm not caught up with where we are.
Ah, sí, perfección.
But it's not really a
Ujú.
question. I just wanted to say,
Háblame.
well, it is a question or some advice.
Okay.
Um, so what I struggle with is
Mhm,
a couple things. One is like I have friends at work who speak Spanish,
mhm.
who encourages me to speak to them, but I'm scared because I don't I don't want them asking me too many questions and then I can't respond back.
Sí,
So
sí,
every time
sí.
I see one of them, it's like I'll say it's this one friend named Carlos. I'll say, "What's up, Carlos?" And then I'll be like, "How would I have said that in Spanish?" And I'll know, but I
Mhm.
won't ever say it because I'm scared Carlos might start talking back to me. So that's just one confession. But
Okay.
my question is like everything we've just talked about today, I
Uh-huh.
totally understand it. But when I'm listening to people speak, then I start trying to process all of those things at one time. So I'm trying to understand what they're saying. I'm trying to figure out like what they're doing and what the verbs and all of the stuff is doing. So
Mhm,
how do
mhm.
I and then don't forget French starts coming in there just a little bit too.
You- That's what
So how do
I
I
said.
settle all that down in my head and just be like
Okay.
relaxed and comfortable? I mean, I keep saying I'll get there eventually if I just keep listening, but is there any suggestions?
Okay. Any suggestions for you to understand or get over your fear? Which one?
Both. Like, so to just listen to what people were saying and not just try to take apart and put everything into context. It's like my brain be trying to like conjugate verbs and all of the things at one time. Um, when I probably could just do it if I just stopped. I think it's fear. I
It,
just solved my own problem.
it is. It is. No, no, it really is. Okay. And that's not a problem. Here's the deal. Okay. Knowing that, just be willing to embrace failure.
Hmm.
Okay. Because it's failure in the sense that you're thinking of it, but it's not failure in the sense of communication. If you go into anywhere, and like I was talking to somebody at the classes that I was taking, I'm like, you don't have to say, "Pardon me, sir, where is the bathroom?" All you have to do is say, "Baño." You see what I'm saying? And all of that is just comunicación. Okay.
Hmm.
They're going to understand what it is that you want, you need, and you desire at that time. Okay. And they're go if even if they speak back to you, okay, their body language, yeah, back there or over there or whatever is going to give you the communication you need to get what it is that you need. Okay. Your Espanol does not have to be perfect. Honestly, no one's is. I literally speak and have spoken to many Hispanics who literally don't understand one another. And this is no fib. Okay. There are some Hispanics who speak more rapidly than other Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? Or because of their dialect, they'll cut off their words. And so, therefore, the other Hispanics are not fully processing what they're trying to say. You see what I'm saying? They
Hmm.
have different languages in different regions, in different parts. So none of it is going to be perfect. You see what I'm saying? That's why that's why I like my fancy book learning. One of the things that I learned that I'm going to look up because I just think that is very fascinating. My Spanish teacher told me that a lot of the like when they make films and stuff like that, that they were behind the United States in filmmaking, okay? And that they pull from the Mexican uh, dialect of Spanish in order to do like the translations and things like that, because it's the most understood. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? And so, sorry, I'm turning my little heater on. Um, and so uh, that's why I like teaching in context a little bit more
Mhm.
because verb conjugation is good, but if you can't use it when you want it, I mean, it's one of those us nerding out on Spanish is what I am doing. I think that at for the dilemma that you're talking about, step out there and take a chance. You see what I'm saying? Take a chance and listen to what he has to say or what have you, because most of the time you will find that when you speak to a person in their language, that because you're trying, they're going to help you. They're going to
Mhm.
help you if they, and if they are close to you and you guys are kind of buddies or what have you,
Mhm.
they'll say, you know what? That was awesome, but we also say this, or we usually say it in this way, because one of the things that I'm hearing is a lot of is, yeah, hola's cool, but they normally don't say hola.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They'll
Mhm.
use a slang. They'll say, what's up? What's going? How's it going? They'll use other things. They won't necessarily hola. And usually it's us and our fancy book learning, that uses that. But they always say to sound more raza, to sound more native, to sound
Mhm.
more raza is race. Okay, so if you want to sound more like the race, if you want to sound more like the native speakers or Hispano hablantes, then you'll use something other than hola. That's one of the things that I do want to practice in my Spanish class is have different variations of saying, and then we'll practice that for the month of. Okay, instead of saying hola, we'll say, hey, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo
Okay.
va? Or something like that in order to express ourselves. Because I think that's awesome, just knowing and practicing different ways. So my advice for you in speaking and practicing is to take the risk.
Mhm.
Say whatever it is that you know or that you feel, and let your friend help you, because the only way that you're going to learn is to practice and go through that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the noise will eventually stop. It won't stop completely because we are just people of wonder. So I was listening to something yesterday and I was like, oh, hey, how would you say that? You know what I mean? uh, or I'll find myself automatically translating things. But that's just being a language learner.
Mhm.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you're just gonna have to step out there and take the risk. The reason why I speak the way that I speak is because I just don't care. Okay. I know, people are so, embarrassed of, sounding crazy or what have you, but it's not. It's not.
Mhm.
All it is you learning, you know.
Mhm.
So I would say my opinion in that is to just take the risk, talk to
I
your
do
friend.
sometimes. I have the my lineman speaks Spanish, and so I communicate with him in Spanish, and he's always happy when I start trying to speak Spanish.
Uh-huh.
And then I have two friends that work. One is from Puerto Rico, and she's really hard to understand. I would really be scared to speak to her. But
Interrupting. Baby, I have a girlfriend from Puerto Rico too. And when I tell you, I am like this in her mouth. I'm like, girl. Aileen, come on, despacio, baby, despacio. The way that their slang, I just want to go there just so I can just be, you know, because they're the way that they put owls and all this kind of stuff on the end of their words, they'll cut off para, poor para, okay, because they have literally created a whole new what, contraction. Whole new contraction. So they don't say para. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, they'll say parir, so, paver, paver, da, 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 da. And they'll use PA and then they put an apostrophe because I guess it takes up the R and the A. So I feel you. But you talk to your lawn man and you talk to him.
Yeah, I talk to him more than Carlos. Carlos always want to talk to me in Spanish, but I feel more comfortable speaking to the lawn man because he's just I've been knowing I guess him for a while, and I just feel comfortable speaking with him. So
Okay.
I try to pay him in using Spanish, and I try to ask him how he's doing in Spanish. Uh,
Okay.
so
Okay. Yeah. 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 Look. L- One thing that I've been hearing lately, do you know how to say I'm learning Spanish?
um no.
That's okay,
I
because
have I have it written down somewhere though.
that's okay. I'm
Um
finished. I'm
You
finished.
know, you're just not remembering. But when she writes
yeah.
it, you're gonna say, "Oh, yeah, right."
Yeah. I've been seeing more native speakers. You know how they do this to me all the time. Un poquito. They was like, stop saying poquito. Okay. And one of the suggestions that they gave was, there we go. I don't know. There we go. Oh, come on. Estoy aprendiendo. Aprendiendo español. Okay. Estoy aprendiendo español. Okay.
Mhm.
So when they get to too much, too fast, too this, too that, estoy aprendiendo español. Okay. So I'm learning. Okay. Más
Mhm.
que un poquito. Más despacio, por favor. Más despacio. Can you go a little slower for me, please? Okay. And I will hit them with a no entiendo in a minute. Okay. And because one thing that okay, so how do I put this? According to your answer, they understand whether you understand or not. Okay. So I'm talking to a native speaker and we're just in conversation and they're trying to get me to uh answer one question, yet I answer a whole nother question, or I don't answer the question and I'm kind of like on a different track as they are, then they understood that you didn't understand what the question was. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
for instance, look, hold on, let me put this on pause. Hold up.